So there's no drug currently, Andrew, that's licensed to broadly treat ageing, but are there some that are showing promise?
There definitely are, and I think it's going to be a bit of a challenge at first to get a drug licensed for aging per se, because you have to demonstrate somehow that it makes people live longer and healthier. And that's going to be a long trial, right? Humans live 70, 80 years or more, and that means that particularly if your drug works, that trial is going to take even longer. One of the drugs that's really showing promise in the lab is a drug called Rapamycin. In 2009, scientists showed that you could give it to mice. You could even wait until the mice were pretty late in life. So they waited till they were 20 months old, about 60 years or so in human terms. They gave them some rapamycin, and they found that they made them live longer. Maybe 10-15% longer, in fact. And again, they weren't dragging out that period of frailty. They were keeping them healthier for longer as well. And what's really fascinating is that this is a drug that humans are already taking. They're not taking it in the longevity context, but what they're doing is taking it as a transplant drug. So if you've had an organ transplant, then one of the big risks from that transplant is that your immune system will recognize that that organ doesn't come from your body and attack it. So you need to suppress your immune system. And rapamycin was actually first developed as a really effective immune suppressing drug. But it turns out if you take it at much lower doses, it might have an effect on lifespan. Now, this probably isn't ready for the prime time. I don't think people should be going away and start popping back the rapamycin pills. We haven't got the proper randomized controlled trial data I would like to see start recommending this to people to actually take for aging. But the fact is, this is a drug we've been using for a couple of decades now. We understand its safety profile. We understand how it works. We've got really solid evidence that it works in the lab. So we just need to start doing some more experiments and see if this could be used to slow down aging in people as well.